Angels who defied their creator, giants that roam the earth, and a judgment that echoes through the corridors of eternity. What happened to the celestial beings who turned their backs on God? Why did their actions lead to such catastrophic consequences? And what fate awaited these rebellious angels in the depths of darkness? Today we uncover a mystery that has challenged believers and scholars for centuries: the judgment of the fallen angels. Once divine, these beings unleashed chaos through forbidden knowledge and cosmic rebellion, facing the unyielding wrath of divine justice. Their full story isn't just hinted at in Scripture, it's revealed in the Book of Enoch, a text too controversial for the official canon. Join us as we dive into their fall, their punishment, and the secrets hidden within. What we reveal might forever change your understanding of the spiritual realm. And this is just the beginning. To understand the judgment of these fallen angels, we must first answer the question, who were they? These fallen angels, often referred to as the Watchers in the Book of Enoch, were once celestial beings tasked with a divine mission. They were not mere onlookers or passive entities. They were assigned by God to serve as guardians over humanity. Their role was to guide, protect, and ensure the natural order of the world was maintained. The Bible gives us only fleeting glimpses of these beings and their eventual fall. In Genesis 6, verse 1-4, we find mention of the sons of God coming to earth and taking human women as wives. Their offspring, the Nephilim, were giants, an unnatural and dangerous hybrid between humans and angels. These giants were described as mighty men of renown, but they were also beings who caused chaos and destruction on earth. In Jude 1, verse 8, we also find another reference. And the angels who did not keep their proper domain, but left their own abode, he has reserved in everlasting chains under darkness for the judgment of the great day. This cryptic mention gives us insight into their fate, but leaves many questions unanswered. Who were these angels? Why did they leave their heavenly posts? And what exactly was their crime? The Book of Enoch gives us the full picture. The Watchers, instead of carrying out their divine duties, became enchanted by the beauty of human women. Lust and desire led them to abandon their divine mission and descend to earth. This rebellion wasn't just a momentary lapse. It was a conscious decision that set the course for their downfall. Their actions would not only corrupt humanity, but also lead to their eventual imprisonment and eternal punishment. These angels, once glorious and pure, would soon find themselves on the opposite side of divine justice. The rebellion of the Watchers is vividly described in the Book of Enoch. This ancient text, considered part of Jewish apocalyptic literature, provides the most detailed account of how these angels chose to defy God. The Watchers were led by a being named Shemi-Hazah, who is depicted as the ringleader of this cosmic rebellion. The Book of the Watchers, a section within the Book of Enoch, describes how these angels descended to earth with full knowledge that they were about to transgress against divine law. In fact, before they took action, they made a pact, binding themselves in a shared oath that none of them would turn back from their rebellious path. This pact was critical because it highlights the deliberate nature of their rebellion. They didn't just fall by accident, they made a conscious decision to defy their creator. Once on earth, the Watchers indulged in forbidden relationships with human women, leading to the birth of the Nephilim, giants whose very existence disrupted the balance of the natural world. These beings, with their immense size and strength, wreaked havoc on earth, consuming its resources and spreading violence wherever they went. But the rebellion didn't stop with these unnatural offspring. The Book of Enoch tells us that the Watchers brought more than just chaos. They also introduced forbidden knowledge. These angels, who were meant to guide and protect humanity, instead gave humans access to dangerous secrets that were never meant to be known. They taught humanity how to craft weapons, how to manipulate the elements, and even introduce the art of sorcery. This knowledge, once reserved for divine beings, became a source of corruption and sin for mankind. Humanity, under the influence of the Watchers, descended into wickedness. This is where the narrative of the Great Flood becomes significant. According to the Book of Enoch, it was because of the rebellion of the Watchers and the corruption they spread that God decided to cleanse the earth. The world had become so filled with violence and evil that it required divine intervention in the form of a flood. But before the Great Flood would come, God sent Enoch, a righteous man chosen by God to deliver a message to the Watchers. Enoch's role in this saga is crucial. He was tasked with informing the fallen angels of their impending judgment. Their rebellion would not go unpunished. The judgment of the fallen angels, as described in the Book of Enoch, is as terrifying as it is just. Once Enoch delivered God's message, the Watchers realized the gravity of their actions. They had not only corrupted humanity, but they had also defied the divine order of creation. Their punishment was inevitable. Enoch was shown visions of the divine judgment that awaited the fallen angels. These visions are some of the most vivid and haunting depictions of divine justice found in ancient texts. According to the Book of Enoch, the Watchers were captured by God's angels and cast into a deep, dark abyss. This place of imprisonment, sometimes referred to as Tartarus, is a realm of utter darkness where the fallen angels are bound in chains. Here, they would remain in torment, awaiting the final judgment at the end of time. The Book of Enoch is clear. The Watchers are not just imprisoned temporarily, they are eternally condemned. Their chains are unbreakable, and their suffering is without end. This imagery is echoed in 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 4, which states, "For if God did not spare the angels when they sinned, but sent them to hell, putting them in chains of darkness to be held for judgment." Similarly, in Jude 1 verse 6, we are reminded that the fallen angels are reserved in everlasting chains under darkness for the judgment of the great day. Their judgment raises important questions about the nature of divine justice. Why such a severe punishment? The Book of Enoch suggests that the Watchers' sin was not just about disobedience, it was about betrayal on a cosmic scale. They had been entrusted with the care of humanity, yet they used their power to corrupt it. Their betrayal of divine trust and their disruption of the natural order of the world led to a punishment that would last for eternity. In this way, the Watchers serve as a warning, not just to angels, but to all beings. Their fate illustrates the consequences of defying God's will and the certainty of divine justice. Even beings as powerful as angels are not above God's law, and their fall serves as a reminder that rebellion against divine authority leads only to destruction. While the Bible offers only brief and cryptic references to the judgment of the fallen angels, the Book of Enoch provides a much more detailed and dramatic account. It's through this ancient text that we come to understand the full extent of their punishment and its significance in the context of divine justice. The Book of Enoch describes the fallen angels as being bound in eternal chains, cast into a dark and foreboding realm far from the light of God's presence. This realm, often referred to as an abyss or pit, is a place of torment, isolation, and despair. It is a place where the fallen angels will remain until the final judgment, a day when their fate will be sealed for eternity. This imagery of angels bound in chains, trapped in darkness, has had a profound influence on Christian thought, particularly in the realms of spiritual warfare and divine retribution. The story of the Watchers highlights the dangers of rebellion, not just in the physical world, but in the spiritual realm as well. But this brings us to a critical question. Why was the Book of Enoch excluded from the official canon of the Bible? Why was this detailed and dramatic narrative, filled with rebellion, divine justice, and apocalyptic prophecy, left out of mainstream religious texts? There are several theories. Some scholars believe that the story of the Watchers and their rebellion was considered too controversial or radical for the religious authorities of the time. The idea that angels could descend to earth, lust after humans, and produce giants might have been seen as too dangerous, potentially challenging traditional views of sin and divine justice. Others argue that the Book of Enoch raises uncomfortable questions about the nature of free will, the role of divine beings, and the boundaries between heaven and earth. These themes, while powerful, may have been considered too difficult or troubling for inclusion in the Bible. Whatever the reasons, the exclusion of the Book of Enoch has only added to its mystique. Today it remains a fascinating and essential text for anyone interested in the hidden mysteries of the Bible, the nature of divine justice, and the eternal consequences of rebellion against God. We've taken an in-depth journey through the rebellion, fall, and judgment of the fallen angels. A tale that, though briefly mentioned in canonical texts, is elaborated in rich detail within the Book of Enoch. Their story is not just about ancient beings making a fatal choice. It's about the nature of rebellion, divine justice, and the eternal consequences of defying God's order. The Book of Enoch provides a powerful lens through which to view the fate of these angels. Their eternal punishment, chained in darkness, serves as a reminder that divine justice, though sometimes delayed, is inevitable. No being, angelic or human, is exempt from the consequences of sin and rebellion. As we close this chapter, I encourage you to consider the questions we've raised today. Should the Book of Enoch have been included in the Bible? Does the story of the Watchers hold valuable insights into the nature of spiritual warfare and divine justice? And what lessons can we learn from their rebellion and eventual judgment? Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to continue exploring more hidden mysteries, divine revelations, and ancient secrets from forgotten texts like the Book of Enoch. Leave a comment below with your thoughts on the fallen angels and their judgment. Let's keep the conversation going.